Understanding the diagnosis of anxiety. If you struggle with anxiety, you're going to want to listen to this information. My name is Sophie. I'm a social worker, and I also work as a community mental health therapist. When a therapist is assessing for an anxiety disorder, they will use an assessment called the GAD-7. It's a list of 7 questions that talk about a person's symptoms of anxiety and the frequency that they are happening, how often they're having them. The measures are not at all, several days, more than half the days, nearly every day. Are you feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge? Have you not been able to control or stop worrying? Are you worrying too much about different things? Do you have trouble relaxing? Are you so restless that it's hard for you to sit still? Are you irritated by other people or easily annoyed? And do you feel afraid, like something bad might happen? Each of those answers has a number value, 0, 1, 2, or 3, and that gets added up to measure the level of a person's anxiety. This can be used over time in therapy. You take it at the beginning of your treatment, and then maybe 6 months later when you're reassessing your goals, you take it again. Has your number gone down? Have your coping skills been working? Have you been able to learn how to better manage these feelings? We also look at the DSM-5. This is how we diagnose anxiety, a feeling, an emotion, as a disorder. When the feelings of anxiety overpower everything else and the person feels a level of out of control, that they can't bring themselves back to baseline independently, and that the worry, the stress, the irritability, the anxiety, the distractedness is taking over other areas of their life. This is from the DSM-5. Excessive anxiety and worry lasting longer than 6 months about a number of different activities, a number of different domains of life: work, school, relationships, family, self, etc. To the level that the person finds it difficult to control the worry. The anxiety and worry feelings are associated with symptoms: restlessness, feeling on edge, easily fatigued, difficulty concentrating or going blank, irritability, muscle tension, sleep disturbances, having trouble falling asleep, waking up early. When we are diagnosing anything, we need to rule out other things that it could be first. So that's the next part of the DSM. The focus of the anxiety or worry is not confined to a social element. Being embarrassed in public, such as a social phobia, social anxiety, worry about having a panic attack, that might fall more into panic disorders, being contaminated, that might fall more into obsessive compulsive, being away from somewhere like your home or your close relatives, that separation anxiety specifically, being worried or anxious about gaining weight, that would lead more into disordered eating, or worry about getting sick, maybe more hypochondria. All of those under the anxiety umbrella, but if something more specific is there, that needs to be highlighted instead of using the more general diagnosis. You also have to rule out substance use disorders, so the disturbance is not due to substance-induced behavior or a medical condition in general. It's good to rule out any physical conditions before diagnosing a mental health condition if possible. Specificity is important when helping people, especially when you're diagnosing. It's important to make sure you understand the intersection and the pinpoint of where those symptoms and issues, deficits in behavior or relationships or whatever, where those are meeting each other. Proper diagnosis is so important, and being able to look at these assessments and manuals in a broken down way helps you become more familiar with patterns of mental illness and makes it easier to recognize when you see them and be able to specify when you need to.